Today is January the 28th, 1-28, and our title is Chiseled Stone N. Chiseled Stone N. Okay, let's go ahead and get our sketchbooks opened up here. Looks like I've got a nice big empty space right here. Don't forget to put the date, 1-28, and here we go. So you're going to start with just a simple stick letter N. Okay, no big deal. What you do want to try to do while you're making your N is to line up the edges to make sure that they're the same length, top and bottom. Okay, so next we're going to take and we're going to start here, and I'm going to come outside of my N and I'm going to start just above it a little bit. And I'm going to start to make an outline that goes all the way around my N. I want to make sure I follow my angles. Okay, so if this line is tilting this way, so is this one. If this is straight, so is this one. Try to keep the width on each side equal so it's in proportion. Okay, straight here. I'm going to come over, back down, over, whoops, bring that up just a little bit, try to even that up. Okay, so now at this point, any mistakes that you've made, any areas that you don't like, go ahead and erase that out. I've got a couple mistakes myself, and I'm just going to get rid of that and fix that top there. Okay, so there I've got most of it. Okay, I've just outlined that N. Now I need to put in some angled lines. At the bottom and at the top is where I'm going to start. So at the bottom, at this point, you're going to angle like a triangle to the corners. Okay, so basically you start at this point, one angle is going to go to the left, one angle is going to go to the right. You're going to do that on the top as well. Okay, so now you've got top and bottom. There's a few more places we need to get where there's open areas. Okay, in between here and here, make a line. In between here and here, make a line. Okay, and that's it on the chiseling part. Let's add some shading and we'll be done. I'm going to shade all down the left side, dark to light. So I'm going to start with like a medium to dark gray, not black, all down the left side. And I'm going to go one more pass, lighten that up. Okay, do a little bit at the bottom here. That's going to be solid medium gray. Again, the bottom here. And I'm going to put some shading right here where it's fairly dark. And as I move down, I'm going to lighten it. Let's press a little bit lighter. And then as I get to the very bottom, I'm going to start to darken that back up again. Okay. I'm going to take my eraser and get that little bit of shading that I got out the edge. There we go. And now I'm going to do one more spot, which is going to be this right here. And I'm going to start kind of a medium gray along here. And as I move down, I'm going to lighten it right about the middle. A little bit lighter. And as I get to the middle, or excuse me, the bottom down here, I'm going to darken that up in that area. Okay? So I've basically got shading in about 5 places. I've got down the left side here, the bottom here, this angle, bottom here, and then this line right here. Okay, one more thing is to make a little bubble around the entire thing. A bubble or a box, however you want to do it, and you're going to shade that in completely dark. If you take your pencil and you start slowly along the edge just like that, you can turn it on its side and shade really quickly the other direction to fill the rest of it. Okay, so this should be solid all the way around. I'm slowing down a little bit right inside there so I don't mess it up. And I'm letting my pencil do most of this work for me. Okay, you just lay it on its side, it'll fill nice and thick. Okay, unless you have a mechanical, which might take a little bit more time. You can't put as much pressure on a mechanical. Okay, so I'm getting this in here. And then another angle down. And across. Okay, and there you have it. There is your Chiseled Stone N. I'd like you to make one of these today. Please make sure you watch your proportion, that it's even, it's equal, that you also have your shading, your change in value from dark to light. You've got a dark shading all around the N, and please make sure you erase any lines or marks that you don't need, and that all the chiseled stone parts, the angles inside, are connected.